Come to order. First business. We gotta decide who we're calling up to replace Jarkus. God rest his soul.
There's no managerial talent in that organization. We should dissolve them and split up his territory.
Right. Seems to me you've already helped yourself to the Martians' crew. You had the whole bleeding bunch with you this morning.
Made men need to be associated with one of the family heads, if you want some of them.
We can horse trade for manpower anytime. What about the turf?
I'm with Owlman. We'll divide his action between the 5 of us.
Who died and made you boss?
You wanna arm wrestle for it?
Knock it off. We'll work out details later. For now, Owlman can keep Jed Jarkus' guys.
From what I hear, sounds like you could have used a few dozen more.
Luthor's new Justice League is not to be underestimated.
Neither are we. They'll fold.
Or we'll fold them, just like everybody else who gets in our way.
Which brings us to the topic at hand. Last meeting, 5 of 6 family heads approved of Project Thematicles. Per our vote, I have begun construction on this, the quantum eigenstate device. Once completed, the QED will give us life and death power over the entire planet.
We spent $37 billion on government bribes last year. No more of that. We'll be the government.
I still don't see why they would give up the little bit of power they got left.
Because if they don't, we'll do this. The device's Heisenberg uncertainty override allows us to tap into a limitless pool of destructive energy.
Which leaves the governments of the world with 2 choices. Bow down to us, or die.
The most important thing to remember is that we don't have to be afraid of the crime syndicate.
If that's true, why do you have bodyguards?
Come on, my father's the president. I had guards before I started speaking out.
Isn't it irresponsible of you to be out here making speeches in direct contradiction of your father's policies?
I love my father, but we disagree about this. And I have the right to free speech.
If we leave the Syndicate be, they'll let us live our lives. We don't have the power to fight them.
No, might doesn't make right. It may seem that way sometimes, but in the long run, it's the other way around. We are always stronger when we're doing the right thing.
Lights.
Love what you done with the place.
It's not mine. It used to belong to a friend. I'm sorry, Harley. The Jester's never coming back. We should consider ourselves lucky there's any place left to hide.
We're not here to hide, Luthor. We're here to clean up your planet's mess.
Then by all means, let's get started. And call me Lex. These are the big guns, the heads of the 6, I should say 5 families. Ultraman is the boss of bosses, but they all front formidable organizations.
Where do all those other superpowered guys fit in?
Each of the family heads have thousands of criminals working under them. They reward their most trusted lieutenants by giving them superpowers. They're called made men.
Cute. How many?
No more than 7 or 8 at a time. Perhaps 50 total. We'll conduct a series of attacks, coordinated by me. The 6 of us will hit specific syndicate operations, one after the other.
That's a waste of time.
I beg your pardon?
We're going to hit multiple targets at the same time. Teams of 2.
We'd be hopelessly outnumbered. When my Justice League fought them...
All due respect, Lex, we aren't your Justice League.
What's the call?
You and John, Diana and GL. He's with me.
That's insane.
Don't worry, Lex. He's got your slack.
Flash.
Well, you do.
You're supposed to call first.
What's the point of having your keys if I can't drop in unexpectedly? Still looking for the quantum trigger?
Yes, but in the meantime, I've been working on something equally interesting. We can use it to travel to any of the alternate Earths. It's based on Luthor's design. I've made some improvements.
Do you realize what we could do with this?
The philosophical implications are tremendous, of course.
Philosophy. There's an infinite number of Earths out there to conquer. You and me, we wouldn't have to share our cut with the Syndicate.
That's certainly one way to go.
Right then, abandon ship if you can!
I got her.
No, she's mine.